Hello, gamers, and welcome to the Strategy Game Butt Kicker channel. I am your host, Strategy Game Butt Kicker. To update you on what happened with Cuba, I finished kicking them out of the UK. After I did that, I offered them peace, and they took it. I really did not have any interest in the struggle that would be invading Cuba and this area over here, but especially Cuba. Would have been possible, would have been a pain in the neck. I did not want to do that. At this point, I am almost done with the game. I have 1786 points, and I need 1850. So I'm less than 100 points away from being done with the game. So, of course, what I'm going to do now is start a big unnecessary war with India. Why am I doing that? That's a good question. A little bit of advice to you, if you play this game, don't do what I'm about to do. If you want to win, I have almost won. I could just take over. There's still a lot of territory, and there are still some enemy cities out there. I think mostly held by the rogue state. Yeah, still some rogue state cities. There's one over here. That's rogue state too. So some cities that I could take over, some cities down here, and lots of territory. I could win this game just by taking up this stuff in pretty short order. But I'm not going to do that because one, I don't want to. I want to start a war. And two, this is the Strategy Game Butt Kicker channel. It is not the Strategy Game Winning channel. Yes, winning is a part of butt kicking, but it's not the only thing about butt kicking. Butt kicking is also butt kicking. So I'm going to start a war against India. This all naval radar contact right here is a destroyer that they parked when they initially decided to go to war against me. When they started building up troops here in Iceland and then started taking over Ireland, they also parked a destroyer right here. There's another destroyer down here. I guess this is the Horn of Africa. There's another destroyer. Maybe that's not the Horn of Africa. I don't know. Anyway, there's a destroyer right here at the end of this, whatever this waterway is. And yeah, so I am about to be attacking India. I'm going to be doing that on quite a number of fronts at the same time, and I am actually going to use some nukes. I know that is not normally something that I encourage others to do or that I would do myself, but it's going to help in this particular battle, and it's actually going to be kind of fun too. All right. Now, one of the reasons I really want to do this, one of the reasons I'm going to enjoy doing this is because India, I think, was part of the motivation behind his coalition attacking me. He got his coalition mates to attack me and declared war and then never got involved. I think that's kind of a sucky thing to do. Now, personally, I mean, it was better for me. I'm glad he didn't get involved there, but it was also kind of a sucky thing to do. And then I think he also told Cuba that he was going to get involved and parked the stuff here and never did, which, I mean, again, was good for me. But I think it's also a kind of a sucky thing to do. But he's afraid. Sorry, dude. I know you come into a game like this, you can't just act on fear, and he's afraid. That's why New Delhi is no longer his capital city. He did not lose New Delhi in a war. He did not lose New Delhi. He just moved it. He moved his capital down to Bangalore. So we're going to be invading the mainland here. We're going to be killing off troops in Belfast and up here in Iceland. We're going to use some nukes. We're going to use some other missiles. I'm going to try not to overdo it this time, but it's not impossible that I will. Hopefully I won't. But right now, I'm going to use my artillery here to open up against his destroyer. And we've attacked that. And now gonna attack it again with some cruisies. And this is one place I'm going to use a nuke. Right here on Reykjavik. Because I know he built up a lot of troops on Reykjavik. And then I'm going to send a couple of standard missiles right up there in case he still has anything hanging around there. All right, and now I am going to do a nuke here in New Delhi. And I'm going to do a standard missile in Jaipur. And I don't know if he has, I know he relies a lot on Navy. So we're going to do another nuke right here in Mumbai. So if he has any ships in that dock, or if he's planning on making more ships, I'm just going to keep those at bay for a little while. Let's see how far. No, my cruise missiles will not come anywhere near his territory. All right, now I also have these guys right here. So we are going to split these up. So I think I want my SAM launcher and my second. So we're going to have one. All right. So 5, 6, 7. All right, so we're going to split this right in half. All right. 10. And let's see. I do want to come through here. And so I'm trying to decide if I want to head straight down for his... I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to come down here. All right. And I need to grab this other one down here. And there are 11 in that one, I think. So I want 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. All right. So we are also going to take that down here. And now, let's see how long that's going to take. That's going to be 12:43:25 tomorrow. That's going to be 12. That's going to be 13 hours. All right, 9. Okay, so these are going to get there before that does, and that's good. All right, good. Good. So those are going to be getting there first, and then I also want to send this one back here and just park him a little bit behind. All right. So I think we've started everything moving now. I'm going to be hopefully taking out everything that's in these cities so they won't have quick access. I don't know if anything is parked around here, but we're going to send some, possibly some regular missiles over here later. But I do know he has the ability to make stuff here. So we're going to hit these we're going to head on down to that one. I'll use the artillery to take out whatever's there. And so now, because I've done that, I do want to move these guys. All right. Because I don't really care to have him be able to just pop right over and take those out if he wants to. So let's see how we're doing over here. These missiles have not yet landed. And we're going to move these over here. Let's see. No, I definitely don't want to get on the water. All right. This may take a bit of time for them to get there, but that is okay. Yeah, it's going to take about a day for them to get there. That's all right. I don't think we're going to be ending today. Okay. Let's see. I don't think... Nope. The destroyer is not defending itself. And that probably won't happen until he gets on and notices what's happening. But by that time, I am guessing his destroyer will be destroyed itself. I think these two missiles are probably going to finish it off. All right, so let's... unfortunately, I can't zoom out and just show the whole war. I just want to kind of give a snapshot of what's happening. So I guess we'll start out watching what happens over here and see if it invades over here. All right. And I'm going to leave you to that. All right, so the missiles have landed, and we see contamination and everything, so I know there were no theater defense systems there stopping them from landing, so that's good. I'm going to check and see what damage was done in just a minute. But first, there is an armored group right here, which is currently attacking one of mine. Now, it hasn't done a whole lot of damage. But I think I probably want to take that out. So I'm just going to helicopter over here. And I'm going to use my artillery to start working on that guy. I don't know how many more of these there are sitting around. I am probably going to lose some territory along here. But I'm not... See, I should probably actually not move that too far, but because it's going to make it much more difficult to target guys over here, I definitely do want to move it. So let's change the direction, because if there are more, I want to be able to hit those with some missiles. So I'm gonna put my two. Let's see. I'm gonna join them up. I'm gonna join them up, make them more powerful. And we're going to have them within range. I have already seen, I did take a quick look. I saw that the destroyer over here is gone, so that's good. Nuke hit up here, so that's good too. So we're looking good overall so far. Now I want to take a look and see what damage was actually done. I'm going to look in two places. I'm going to see... So, killed infantry in Reykjavik. I don't know how much that was, but we're going to take a look. Killed artillery in New Delhi. That's just a ballistic missile, so it just killed artillery. Probably nothing other than artillery in New Delhi. Infantry in Mumbai. Got rid of the destroyer. All right. So we've had some impact. Pun intended. Now we're going to look and see. All right. So he's lost 8,000 so far. He has lost only 8,000 so far. That's not as much as I could have hoped for. But, all right, we're going to move these up here because I'm going to use, we're going to join these together pretty soon. But I'm going to use some little cruise missiles to take care of whatever infantry he has over here. Not as much damage as I would have hoped to his troop count. But probably a lot of them are off in various places because he's been trying to take over a lot of land pretty quickly. So, yeah, let's see. There's nothing else I can target because I've used all my missiles, and I mean I could hit Mumbai. That's not really what I'm looking for. So I may actually want to take these guys closer. A little bit more dangerous that way. But let's see how. If I use missiles, how that will. Yeah, that'll reach some of the area that I'm going to be passing through. So that'll be helpful. It's a pretty good force I have here. So if he brings anything against it, he is likely to lose. He's probably going to bring like one destroyer. If he brings more than that, I might have to missile him or something, but we'll see. So right now looking good. Not looking fantastic, but looking good. We've killed 8,000. We've nuked a couple of his cities, and let's see. I'm going to take a look and see. Civilian casualties caused is 30. That is very large. I don't want to nuke any more cities. I don't want to do anything to any more cities that might increase that. Or, let's see, like this is 38. What's the trend? The trend is falling. So I'm going to start having some smoking cities and more rebellions pretty soon, probably. And I definitely don't want that. So I don't want to nuke anymore. That is more of a rise than I expected. Again, this is watching me is not only educational to see what I do right, but it is also educational to see what I do wrong. And sometimes starting a war you don't have to start is wrong, is the wrong thing to do. It's not necessarily morally wrong. I mean, this is a war game, so starting wars is not wrong, but sometimes starting a war you don't have to is the wrong strategy. Sometimes using nukes is the wrong strategy, and 30 is high civilian casualties. Now, that will come down quickly. The higher it is, the faster it comes down, I think. So that will come down quickly. But in the meantime, the stability in all my cities, which in some cases, let's see, we have 36. So these may start to smoke again. Hopefully it's not going to go too far. But we'll see. All right. So I will catch you up with some updates as we go. And so just stay tuned. They're going to be in the same video, so stay tuned and more updates to come. All right. So it's been a couple of hours since the attack began. My invasion down here is going just fine. Right now I'm 30 points short of winning. If I keep going up and not down, tomorrow will be the end of this game. But right now, I have a war going on. As long as things keep going well for me, it will keep going up. There is no guarantee, however. There was, and probably still is, a tank battalion with a tank and a tank killer and some infantry. And it originally had an artillery also. I killed the artillery already. I headed in this direction. Down here, also, so that should, I've got a notification, eliminated the AWAC. So, all right, so we killed one AWAC. He has a couple of AWACs, or AWACs, or however you pronounce it, AWACs. He has a couple of AWACs that he is trying to watch me with. And I just took out one of them. He had a couple, now he has one. So he has been activated. He has come online. He's not a robot, I guess. He's come online. And up here, there is a destroyer. So in addition to the one that he had parked here, he had one that I think was probably attacking Dublin. That is his playstyle. He uses his destroyers to take out troops in coastal cities, which is one reason, like, he winds up with a lot of civilian casualties doing that, which is one reason his city morale, even in cities that he's had for a long time, is fairly low, because he goes up to those coastal cities with his ships, and he winds up killing lots and lots of civilians in the process. But anyway, he has a destroyer up here. I am gathering some ships to go take care of it. So I think what he's going to do probably is attack Glasgow. If he does, and he stays there for a little while, it's going to take a few hours for me to get together. He's probably going to attack Glasgow. And if he stays there for a little while, then I should be able to take out his destroyer easily enough with my ships that I have up here. But I have to get them together first. So anyway, things are going fairly well so far. I'm looking at the totals. Currently, I have lost 880 troops. That was mostly from that tank that also had one artillery. The artillery hit me a few times. And he has lost 13,159. So right now, as of right now, he is definitely not doing so well. But again, I mean, obviously that can turn around just like it did with me and Cuba. But we will see. So thanks for watching. I'm not going to upload this yet. I'm actually going to go eat dinner. And if more interesting stuff happens before the evening is over, then I will upload that. I may wait until I have taken over Aminabad, but we'll find out. We'll find out. All right, so thank you for watching. If there's more video, please stick around and watch it. If there's not, then please come back and you will see updates on this. And yeah, so I'm going to go eat, and I'll talk to you later. All right, so here we are. This is probably going to be my last report for the day, to let you know about the two fronts that I have going. Now, I am using another ballistic missile. My looking at my city here. Civilian casualties, it actually went down to 19. It is now up to 20. So substantial drop from its high at the end of yesterday. I'm not planning on hitting a bunch of cities with a bunch of missiles, but I do want to take Belfast. So, and I also don't want that little guy to come in and grab one of my unguarded cities while I'm not looking. So I'm going to be, he's moved a little infantry into Belfast. I'd killed everything that was in Belfast, but he moved something else in. So I am hitting that with just a standard ballistic missile that will take my city's unhappiness a little bit higher, but not too much. All right, so to let you know what has been happening since the last video, he has moved some destroyers in. So like right now, he has a destroyer hitting Aberdeen. He really likes destroyers, and he really likes to have them attack cities. So he has a destroyer attacking Aberdeen right now. I have some boats on the way over to take care of that problem. He also was using one on Dublin, and he just moved that. I didn't know it was there, but that's all right. He moved it over and was attacking Glasgow with it. Got rid of that one. He had another one somewhere, probably up around Iceland. I don't know. He had another one somewhere, and brought it down and was attacking Kiel. So, of course, because he was attacking Kiel, I had to kill him for it. Had to kill him. Yep, I did make that joke. I did. So that one's gone. I have now so far gotten rid of 3 of his destroyers. The one that originally he parked down here for some odd reason. The one that he had over here. The one that he had over here. And I'm about to take care of the 4th. So that front over here is going just fine. I don't expect to see too much trouble over there, but you never know. There are always surprises in this game. Down here, he has taken back Kudzar, and he has a tank group there, which I have been attacking with artillery. I've moved through Hyderabad, and I am headed toward Ahmedabad. In a few hours, I'll be there. By the way, to point out, I like to keep, I've said it before, I like to keep forces close together. I like to be able to punch really hard in one spot and make sure that I win every battle I'm in. So that's what I'm doing right here. I have all my forces together, and these, of course, are going to just cruise right on down until eventually they get to the capital, and then I can come back up. I don't know exactly how far I'm going to get, because I have probably only one day. I have less than 30 points left before I have won the game. Now, again, it's possible that he'll take some back. It's possible that I'll lose him to the rogue state, especially if I missile too much, but I'm not planning on missiling too much. Hopefully this won't be too much. It's just a standard ballistic missile, so I don't think it will be. But yeah, so as long as I don't let him just sit there and pound my cities with his destroyers, which will have some morale effects, and I don't use missiles or too much artillery. That does it too. I'm hitting a city with artillery right now. That does a little bit too. But hopefully I won't have too much of a problem there. And probably tomorrow, at the end of the day, at the end of this day, the game will probably be over. Don't worry, I will be playing more. I love this game. I really enjoy this game. I enjoy other strategy games too, but as I've said before, I really like that I don't have to just stick with this one. I can tell it what to do, and it goes and does things. And then I don't just have to sit there and watch it. So, if you like this kind of content and you would like to see what happens with this war, I don't think I showed you what we are at now with the tally. I have lost 1,377, and he has lost so far 19,314. So, obviously he has a lot more than that. He's been fighting a lot of wars and hasn't lost many troops in most of them. He's lost some in some of them, but I have definitely lost more troops over the course of this game than he has. But at this point, it's going very well. I still have lots of missile boats around, and I will be... all right, so it looks like we did not kill that guy. We didn't get rid of him. That's a little surprising. Let's see. I don't think I have any more I can shoot. Okay, I do. I do have more I can shoot. All right. So, yeah, I really don't want to overdo it with that. Let's see. Has it already shown? No, I'm still showing 20. So I'll probably wait a little bit. I'm not gonna make you wait. I'm not gonna show you this, but I'll probably wait a little bit and see how much the civilian casualties goes up from what I just did. And I may go ahead and hit him again, because I would like to get rid of that little guy, and I would like to take over some territory. All right. So again, thanks for stopping by. If you like this kind of content and you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And come back and watch more and see what happens the next time. This game, I focused on armor. I will be starting another one soon. When this one's over, I'll be starting another one. And if you have any suggestions for what you would like to see happen, if you have if you've wondered if a particular strategy will work and you would like to see that tried, please feel free to drop that in the comments. Now, odds are I may have already started one by the time you see this. I have a lot of people come through who aren't subscribed. So if you're not and you don't see this right away, I may have already started one. But if I haven't, Or maybe the next time I start one, if you come up with a good idea, a good strategy that you would like to see me try, please feel free to leave that in the comments and I will review that. And I hope you have a great week.